Hello. This is Sheri from the Sheri Kaye Hoff Show, where we focus on living joyfully in your life and business. You can reach us at sherikayhoff.com. That's SherikayEhoff.com.
I want to welcome my guest, Pete Devenyi, who spent his 37-year engineering career working in software and technology development in the fields of networking, telecommunications, and logistics. He held senior technical executive positions at large global companies such as RIM and Dematic. He earned bachelor's and master's degree in electrical engineering from the University of Toronto and continues to consult actively in the fields of warehouse automation, software development, and robotics. He lives in Waterloo, Ontario. To contact Pete, go to petedevenyi.com. That's petedevenyi.com. Welcome, Pete. I'm so excited that you're here today. We're going to have a great conversation.
Thank you, Sheri, for having me, and I am truly looking forward to have this conversation as well. Been looking forward to it for a while.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends in Toronto and clients in Toronto. So, and I grew up in northern Minnesota, which isn't too far away from there.
It's even colder there than it is in Toronto. Much colder. I've been there several times, and I never knew a Canadian could get so cold in the U.S., but it happens.
Yeah, so that's why I moved to Colorado, because even though we have snow in the mountains, we don't get that minus 50 degree weather. So, all right, well, let's just dive in. We have so much to talk about here today. So you talk about this idea that responsibilities grow. As your responsibilities grow, you have to manage differently, manage your life differently. So let's talk about that. What do you mean by that?
Well, I think what I found very interesting through my career, and as I moved up to more and more senior levels, that it doesn't mean that you're going to be busier. In fact, it shouldn't mean that you're going to be busier. You, number one, have to realize that you have a different job now. You can't do the things that you used to do. You have to take your new responsibilities seriously. What I did is I managed my life with two lists all the time. I had a to-do list and a follow-up list, and it kept me grounded. Made sure I knew what the most important things were that I had to focus on. And my follow-up list, I religiously documented every item that someone owed to me. And I would follow up with them before that due date arrived. And by managing my life at work with these two lists, it allowed me to focus on what was most important. And it also made me realize that my job as I moved up was more about delegation and follow-up and review than it was about actually doing things. And that, I think, is a big transition that leaders have to go through, particularly those that were individual contributors for a number of years and got a lot of satisfaction out of accomplishing work on their own. Big transition. And I think it takes a while for people to really come to terms with it and learn that doing doesn't mean doing it yourself necessarily, but it means making the most out of the team's deliverables that you are ultimately responsible for.
Mm-hmm. So are there people who should always be in that doing position and not go for a management or leadership role, or is it just a matter of training and development?
Well, honestly, sure. I think different people have different strengths and different weaknesses. And I think often I've come across a number of people that have, particularly in technical fields, have been individual contributors, and they have decided that they wanted to give management a try and didn't necessarily work out for one reason or another, and they went back. And I think that's good. I think you grow from those experiences as well, and more power to people that realize that that was a good try, but it wasn't for me. I'm not happy. And the best companies are those that offer dual career paths in many ways, where whether you accelerate your career on an individual contributor career path, be it a technical career path in a technical field, or in a management path, many companies devise a scheme where they are equally senior. You have the same promotion level opportunities, the same pay opportunities, but the expectations continue to grow.
You can listen to the rest of this audio at sherikayhoff.com. That's SherikayEHoff.com. We look forward to seeing you there.